"Good morning, everybody," Kelly Ripa said, her voice bright, practiced, and just a little too careful. The studio applauded on cue. The band played the familiar tune. Coffee mugs steamed beneath the lights. Everything looked exactly the same, except for the way Kelly's fingers tightened around her cue cards, as if they were the only thing keeping her upright. Across the desk sat Mark Consuelos, not the confident, teasing co-host America had grown used to, but the man she met decades ago on a soap set, the man who knew her before the cameras, before the applause, before their lives became something people watched over breakfast. Today, he was leaving. Not forever, never forever, but enough to make it feel like something precious was ending. Kelly turned to him, smiling the kind of smile that trembles at the edges. "So," she said lightly, "this is it, your last day with us." Mark nodded, exhaling slowly. "For now," he said, emphasizing the words like a promise. The audience clapped again, louder this time, sensing the weight of the moment. Kelly laughed, but the sound cracked halfway through and dissolved into a breath she couldn't quite steady. "I told myself," she said, glancing at the camera, "that I would not cry, because I cry at commercials. I cry at dog food ads. I cry when people win money on game shows." She paused. "But this feels different." The studio fell quiet. Mark reached across the desk without thinking. His hand found hers, warm and familiar. It wasn't part of the script. It never had been. "You don't have to do this," he said softly, for her ears only. Kelly shook her head. "I do," she whispered back. "People deserve the truth." She turned to the audience again, eyes shining. When Mark joined this show, everyone said, "Be careful, don't mix marriage and work." She smiled faintly, as if we hadn't already mixed everything: love, kids, chaos, life. A tear slipped free before she could stop it. She laughed through it, brushing it away, but another followed, and then another. "This desk," she continued, "has seen a lot. Breaking news, bad hair days, really bad jokes." She looked at Mark. "But it's also seen us, stealing glances, arguing silently over who forgot to pack lunch for the kids, reminding each other to breathe." Mark swallowed hard. "You made this easy. You made it home." The word landed between them like a memory. Kelly stood suddenly, abandoning her chair. The camera hesitated, then followed as she walked around the desk and wrapped her arms around him. The audience rose to their feet, applause swelling, but Kelly heard none of it. She pressed her forehead against Mark's shoulder, her voice muffled. "I hate goodbyes. I always have." Mark held her tightly, one hand steady at her back. "This isn't a goodbye. It's a see you soon." She pulled back, wiping her cheeks. "You'd better mean that," she managed to smile, "because I don't do well with empty chairs." Mark laughed, his eyes wet now, too. "Then I'll leave my coffee mug." The camera zoomed in on the desk where his mug sat, slightly chipped, unmistakably his. Kelly noticed it and laughed through fresh tears. "Of course you would. You always leave pieces of yourself behind." The director's voice whispered in her ear. 30 seconds. Kelly took a breath, squared her shoulders, and faced the camera one last time. "From all of us here, thank you for letting us share our mornings with you, and thank you for letting us be human." She turned to Mark. "Go chase whatever's next." He kissed her hand. "I already did." The red light dimmed, and as the applause faded and the cameras powered down, Kelly remained standing there, holding his hand, knowing that some goodbyes don't end stories. They simply remind you how beautiful the chapters have been.